Welcome to School Librarian Leadership and Collaboration. My name is Tressie Fowler and I will be your instructor for this course. This should be the page that you see every time you open Blackboard, course information. To start with, on day 1, on June the 1st, you should read through all of the information located on this page. It has your textbook listed. The syllabus is listed here as well. And once you read through everything, you need to go back to Getting Started Objectives and start with number 1, complete the federal attendance module. This is in the left. You'll want to click on that and answer the questions. You must make 100% on that to be counted as participating in an online class. This is how ATU marks your attendance for an online course. Once you've completed the federal attendance module, your number 2 under Getting Started Objectives tells you to review the information posted under Getting Started. Of course, under Getting Started, you have your syllabus and your schedule listed here. Lots and lots of information in there. Content, this is where you will go to see what assignments we have. I will tell you we have 9 folders in this course, and then we have a final exam. And this discussions, you shouldn't have anything there yet until after June the 1st. So go back to number 3 now under Getting Started Objectives. And it says download, save, and read the course syllabus. Of course, that should be the first thing you do in every course. Save the syllabus on your hard drive, because you may find later, like exactly a year later, that you may want to apply for the TOPS grant with the Department of Higher Education, and you're going to need that course syllabus that you're requesting tuition reimbursement for. So go ahead and download and save those in any courses that you take. Number 4 under Getting Started says to gather the required materials for the course. I sent out an email on, I believe it was May the 15th, letting you know what textbook you would need for this course. It is very important that you check your ATU email every day. Sometimes you will want to check it multiple times per day, depending on if you're asking me a question or if you've submitted something and you're not quite sure about it. Go ahead and ask me those questions through email, because I will usually respond to them instantly. Okay, I have my email linked on my cell phone, so no matter where I'm at, I'm getting your emails as soon as you're sending them. So I will get to them just as quickly as possible. Lessons and assignments can be found in content. So once you've read through all of this information and you're ready to start your assignments, click on content. Let me change this to the student view to show you what you're looking at. So under content, you're going to see these 2 items. These 2 items are in every folder. They're in every page you open up. These are always here. Read through this information. Watch these videos. If you are unfamiliar with APA formatting, it is very, very important that you at least look through these and familiarize yourself. The APA formatting just changed in October of 2019. There were not a lot of changes that I've noticed so far, but we are now using the APA, the American Psychological Association 7th edition instead of the 6th edition that we were using. So make sure that you know what APA format is. This is a graduate level class, so the work that you submit must be professional graduate level work. And once again, these websites and these videos are great resources and great places to go if you're unfamiliar with APA. You won't have a lot of papers, but you do have a few papers in this course, and they do need to follow the professional format. And in just a moment, I will take you to Purdue University and show you how you can locate all of those things. So once you open up the content folder, you're going to see I have the first 2 folders already open for you. If you want to go ahead and jump in and get a head start, always work through the folders in order. Sometimes there will be 2, perhaps even 3 folders opened at the same time. Always work the folders in order. Also, once you click on the folder and you're inside the folder, work on the items in the order that I have them listed on the to-do list. It just streamlines it and it makes it very easy for you to not skip any of the assignments, or it also helps you to make sure that you've read all of the material you need to properly address the questions and the objectives that the assignments are asking of you. So every folder you will see will have a to-do list. The first thing you do, once again, hopefully you've already done this when you opened up course information and read Getting Started. Once again, read course information. You should have already done that as well. Read Welcome to School Librarian Leadership and Collaboration, which you will find right here. Your first assignment, number 4, participate in the discussion forum. I believe that's the only assignment that is due on the very first day. And you can click on any link and it will take you into the forum where you create a thread and then you follow the directions in your instructions here. Every other assignment that is in a folder is due when the folder closes. Now, how do you know when the folder closes, or how do you know when the due dates are? By looking through the information, because they don't always have the due dates typed because these change every year. So if you want to know when your assignments are due, the easiest thing you can do is go click on My Grades. And if you look on My Grades, it should tell you this is due June the 1st, June the 2nd, June the 3rd, and so on. So I want to take you back to Purdue OWL and show you where you can locate the information that you may need for APA formatting, for those of you who are unfamiliar with it. If you will click on the Writing Lab here, and it tells you in red that this page reflects the latest version, which is the 7th edition. So this is the new version that we should be looking at. Go ahead and read through the information. Notice it says major paper sections. The only section that I do not require in this course is the abstract. You will not have an abstract because all of the papers we write are 5 pages or less, and for such a short paper they are not necessary. You will have to have a title page, the main body of your paper, and the references. For example, one of your first papers is your leadership style paper, I believe, and so it says that that paper, the required length is 2 pages. Well, that means that the main body of your paper must be 2 pages long, plus you will have a title page and a reference page. On the reference page, you are listing the sources that you used to help you compile all of the information that you have in the main body. So for instance, on your first paper that you have to do, which is your leadership assignment paper, you will for certain have at least 2 sources listed in your reference page, because you're using the information from your textbook and you're using the information that you gained from this leadership survey. So you will have to be familiar with how to cite a textbook or a book form. You also need to be familiar on how to cite a website. So there are 2 different formats that you need to be familiar with when you're listing those on your reference pages. Also, anything listed on the reference page must be cited in the main body of your text. So if you're using a direct quote, it needs to be on, that source of the direct quote needs to be in the reference page. If you're paraphrasing, then you'll want to also use a citation in the main body referring to the source that you have listed on your reference page. You cannot just have references listed and then not cite them in the main body anywhere. So if you'll scroll down the page, well, first of all, here's an example of a student APA title page. This is an example of what your paper should look like. You will also find this located in the course syllabus on page 3 under title page information requirements. And on the syllabus, I have listed exactly the name you should use for the department, the course number and name, and etc. So go ahead and scroll down and click on See Our Sample APA Paper. Once you do, go ahead and use the student version of the paper. Notice it starts out with the title page. Read through all of the little boxes, especially if you're unfamiliar with APA style, because it tells you exactly what each section is about and why you have to have it. Once again, remember, in this course, you do not need an abstract page for any of your papers. Okay, and their page 3 begins the body of their text. So notice that's a first level heading. Once again, if you're not sure about headings, if you have subheadings, go ahead and look in the left-hand column and click on APA headings and sections and seriations. And it will show you the different levels of headings and how you need to format those headings. Most of the time, students in this course use level 1 and sometimes level 2 headings for the most part. If you are still struggling with APA formatting, if you will look inside your content folder, folder 1, where your very first APA paper is located, notice at the very bottom, I have given you a sample paper to follow. And if you'll click on the word here, it will open up a PDF file, and you can see the format that you should follow. Complete with 2 levels of headings, as well as a reference page. And it also lists on that reference page, if you'll notice, you can go back and find all of the citations throughout the text, whether they're a direct quote or a parenthetical citation, or whether they are just a narrative citation. So you'll see different forms of citations throughout this paper. So I hope that helps, and let's get started. And once again, feel free to email me anytime that you have a question, and I will get back to you as quick as possible. I know this course is only 3 weeks long, and we have folders opening and closing almost daily. In most cases, every 2 to 3 days, a folder will close and new ones will open. So it's important that you get feedback when you need it. So go ahead and ask questions. Send them to my email, my ATU email. And don't forget to check your ATU email daily as well.